Joe Biden wasn't playing center field. He was outstanding in left field. Far left field.
So far, he was in the parking lot. Yeah, that's a wacky story, too. We haven't gotten to that yet here on the Howie Carr Show, Joe Biden's baseball claim. When I was listening to this speech, I'm the guy usually who's listening to these speeches in the back room here, marking down all the times where Joe Biden says something weird. And he said that he hit a ball out into left center field. He hit the wall, 368-foot. Would that be a home run? I'm not a baseball guy.
No, that was a single.
It was a single?
Yes, apparently, since it stayed in the park.
Wouldn't that be qualified as a double? You can take...
I mean, if he could get to second, but, I mean...
We've seen Joe walking.
Yeah, even in his 30s, he didn't seem like he was the most upwardly mobile of people.
All right.
Howie, Joe Biden calling. Hope you had a happy 4th of Thanksgiving. I'll tell you, I had a great LGBTQ sandwich with extra mayo and lettuce. Dr. Jill was nice enough to cut up my Jell-O for me, and Corn Pop lit one of the Kennedys on fire for good old time's sake. I mean it.
You know, I saved so much money on my 4th of Thanksgiving barbecue. I had a nice pork chop sandwich today for lunch. It's delicious. The Chump Line is brought to you by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer, this week celebrating the end of the long national nightmare. Yes, Matthews Brothers is once again open for tours of their wicked awesome manufacturing facility located in the quaint seaside town of Belfast, Maine. Go to MatthewsBrothers.com to sign up.
Disney World announced a new children's ride. It's called the Joe Biden. You walk 1,000 miles, then they put you in a cage for a month.
Oh, no. I thought it was just going to be a never-ending ride on the monorail to simulate his years with Amtrak. That sounds a lot worse.
In more woke renaming news, Jen Psaki announced the official White House China will now be the official White House dinner place. When asked if the old name was offensive, she said, no, we just don't want to mention China.
Oh. Well, Joe Biden will probably send Hunter after the fine dinnerware. Make him give 50% to the big guy. By the way, is Saki's last name racist? I mean, that's a rice wine, right? I don't know.
Here, Mayor, we've finished the traditional 4th of July weekend, and no Kennedys have been arrested. Either they have a really good fixer, or this generation is really lame. Yeah.
I don't know. I think we've had plenty of 4th of July experiences with the Kennedys, and you can read all about them in Kennedy Babylon 1 and 2, available at HowieCarrshow.com. Click on store. But I think we've had more than a lifetime's worth of Kennedy Independence Day moments. We were able to take a year off.
I think Joe Biden has edged out Ed Markey for the title of Ice Cream Man.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. Is Ed Markey going to step up his rhetoric of, my father was a milkman, I was an ice cream man? I don't know. Is there a building feud? Are there going to be ice cream wars between Markey and Biden? That's a very good question.
Hope everybody got out to celebrate some freedom while we still have some.
Yeah, it was nice. I don't feel like I've come down with COVID or anything. I did not have a socially distant holiday. It was a nice time had by all. We all enjoyed some illegal fireworks here in Massachusetts.
Freedom!
Thanks to me, you can save 17 cents on your COVID Dependence Day picnic. Try the baked beans. They're Eric Swalwell's favorite.
Very good, Chumpline caller. You got the whisper down to a T. It's perfect. The perfect amount of creepy.
If some government stooge shows up at my house to try to give me a jab, they're going to get a jab. A left jab, followed by a right hook.
I wonder what the prompts are for these people. You know, if you're a door-to-door salesman or you're involved in a religious affiliation, usually have a binder with you filled with prompts, and you're trained on all of this stuff. You know, if the resident responds this way, flip to page 13 and give them this response or ask this question. I wonder what those prompts are for the Corona's Witnesses, as I hope that name catches on. I'm quite proud of it, Corona's Witnesses. But what do they tell you? At what point do they say, okay, have a nice day? And this is, what are you going to tell them if you're among the unwashed, if you're not vaccinated? Are you going to admit it to them? I mean, they must be taking down numbers, addresses. I don't know if there's a national Rolodex on people who have been vaccinated. I imagine that you have to give some sort of information to the clinics or whoever's giving you the jab. I don't know if it's all been compiled into a national database, though. So maybe this is the way to single out the people who have not been vaccinated. They're taking down your number.
What do Donald Trump and climate change have in common? They both get blamed for everything.
That is one thing they have in common. Yeah, and that's very true. And sometimes Trump caused even more climate change. You know, all his policies, they set us back however many years. The countdown clock has sped up under the Trump administration.
Everybody's always blaming me for everything.
Was that Trump or was that climate change?
My kid's 5th birthday party is tomorrow. Guess it's time for the old birds that identify as bees and bees that identify as birds speech.
Yeah. 5 is a pretty young age to get that started up at, but hey, I'm not going to tell you how to bring up your kid.
They told the CEO of the Trump Organization that the only way they're going to drop the charges against him in New York is if he goes out and shoots somebody.
That one's a little over my head.
I think it's referencing the Trump saying he could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue.
Oh, I see.
Shoot someone. And
that's what I thought it was. But
yeah.
Trump never did shoot anybody, so okay.
Well, no, Keith Olbermann said he shot Ashley Babbitt.
Oh, we haven't gotten to that cut yet. Go ahead.
That was your last CHUMPLINE message. Thank you for calling Howie Carr, you chump.
That's it for the Chump Line. The Chump Line is the voicemail message system of the Howie Carr Show, and you can call 844-500-4242. Press 2 for the Chump Line. Leave a message between the hours of 1 and 4 p.m. We may or may not play it at this time each weekday. And you can also catch some chumps that were left on the chump cutting room floor. Those are called chopped chumps, and we post those every day wherever you get your Howie Carr Show podcast. And you can go to howiecarrshow.com and listen to them there. But those are all the ones that didn't make it to the final Chump Line. The Chump Line is brought to you by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer, this week celebrating the end of the long national nightmare. Yes, Matthews Brothers is once again open for tours of their wicked awesome manufacturing facility located in the quaint seaside town of Belfast, Maine. Go to MatthewsBrothers.com to sign up.
Thanks to me, you can save 17 cents on your COVID Dependence Day picnic. Try the baked beans. They're Eric Swalwell's favorite.
We got them $1.9 trillion. I'm Taylor Cormier, and this is the Howie Carr Show.
I'm not the president.
It's his show, and he knows how to use it.
You turn on microphone. You asked for me if you would. I am paying for this microphone, Mr.
Howie Carr returns after this.